Looking for a compact camera that's easy to carry but delivers impressive image quality? In this video, we're counting down the top 8 best compact cameras for travel that fit in your pocket and shoot like a DSLR. Whether you're exploring new destinations, creating YouTube content, or capturing unforgettable memories, these cameras offer excellent photo quality, 4K video, and travel-friendly designs. Let's dive in. Coming on to number 8 on our list, the legendary Sony a7 III full-frame mirrorless camera. If you are ready to stop playing around with budget sensors and want to step into true, professional-grade content creation, this machine is an absolute industry workhorse. Sony pairs this iconic body with a versatile 28-70mm kit lens, making it an incredible entry point into the high-end full-frame universe. It centers around a massive 24.2-megapixel back-illuminated full-frame sensor that pulls in an unbelievable amount of light. This means your wedding shoots, late-night vlogs, travel films, or indoor studio setups will look jaw-droppingly sharp with rich cinematic depth. It also brings premium 5-axis in-body image stabilization into play, physically moving the sensor to counteract your hand tremors, so your handheld B-roll looks completely stable. Combine that with real-time hybrid autofocus subject tracking and a battery that refuses to die, and you have a tool built for serious creators. But let's talk about the critical catch with this premium full-frame beast. If you are coming from a simple smartphone or a basic point-and-shoot, the sheer volume of advanced dials, customizable custom buttons, and deep menu structures will feel completely overwhelming at first. A massive amateur mistake with the Sony a7 III is leaving the system on full auto mode and assuming it will magically do the work. To actually get your money's worth, you have to learn how to manually balance your aperture, shutter speed, and ISO profiles. Furthermore, while the included 28-70mm lens is a fantastic everyday starter, the physical glass has a variable maximum aperture, meaning it will struggle slightly in extreme low-light scenarios compared to expensive prime lenses. When you stack it up against a modern compact body like the Canon EOS R8, the Sony a7 III wins effortlessly on longer battery life and physical sensor stabilization, though the newer R8 features slightly faster AI tracking algorithms. If your goal is to build a long-term photography business or elevate your channel to high-end cinematic standards, investing in this robust, weather-sealed full-frame system is the ultimate power move. Next in the list is the Frenit 4K digital camera, which swerves right back into the ultra-accessible, travel-friendly space optimized for students, teens, and casual vacationers. If you want a lightweight device that you can throw into a backpack without thinking twice, Frenit packages a highly capable setup here. It records clean 4K video streams and snaps remarkably high-resolution 56-megapixel still images that pop with bright colors when shooting outdoors. One of the standout additions to this specific bundle is a physical detachable lens hood. For creators who shoot a ton of outdoor travel vlogs or beach content, that hood is an absolute lifesaver because it blocks harsh sideways sunlight from hitting your glass, preventing annoying lens flare and maintaining deep contrast in your footage. It keeps things effortless with a crisp 3-inch 180-degree flip display for solo monitoring, and 16x digital zoom, and an included 32GB memory card. But do not get blinded by that massive 56-megapixel specification. Here is where the microdrama kicks in. Because this camera relies strictly on an electronic digital zoom rather than physical, moving optical glass, your image clarity will steadily degrade into soft, pixelated footage the second you try to zoom into distant landscape details. A classic beginner mistake with the Frenit is zooming halfway into a subject while filming handheld outdoors, which amplifies every single microshake of your hand and ruins the shot. Compare this directly to our previous contender, the Flatic 4K camera. The Flatic provides a higher 64-megapixel photo ceiling, but Frenit fights back by including that highly practical physical lens hood, which significantly improves your outdoor shooting geometry. If you are an entry-level creator or student who wants a simple, no-nonsense travel camera that excels at wide-angle daytime vlogging and includes the right tools to handle bright, sunny environments, this camera delivers exceptional baseline value. Coming up next is the Ecson Cioxa 8K digital camera, and this device attempts to completely break the budget pricing boundaries by offering an absolute mountain of extreme high-resolution specifications. Ecson Cioxa aggressively markets this device with a mind-boggling 8K video recording mode and a massive 88-megapixel still photo capability. But what makes it genuinely fascinating for fast-paced solo creators is its unique dual-lens physical design. Instead of forcing you to awkwardly flip a single lens mechanism around, it features distinct front and rear-facing camera modules built directly into the chassis. This allows you to instantly switch your recording perspective with the tap of a button. It also integrates a fully responsive touchscreen interface, built-in Wi-Fi for instant mobile transfers, an included lens hood, a dedicated external battery charging stand, and 2 rechargeable batteries right in the box. Now, let's inject a healthy dose of real-world buyer psychology, because those massive 8K and 88 megapixel numbers come with a major catch. Packing massive, ultra-high-resolution software algorithms onto an entry-level compact sensor means your data streams are incredibly heavy. If you actually record in maximum 8K mode, you will generate massive, high bitrate video files that will completely choke a basic smartphone or an older laptop during editing. Your timeline will stutter, lag, and freeze up unless you own a high-end computer to process that heavy digital footprint. Additionally, a major user mistake is assuming these numbers guarantee low-light performance. In reality, the moment the sun drops, those tightly packed pixels will struggle heavily, leading to noticeable shadow noise and grain. When compared to the NBID Digital True 5K camera, which relies on physical interchangeable wide-angle and macro glass for creative flexibility, the Lecnippy leans heavily into its modern touchscreen interface and dual-lens convenience. If you have a capable editing computer and want a highly modern dual-lens module that shoots incredibly dense pixel layouts in bright daylight, this kit offers an unmatched spec sheet for the price. Next on the list is the Canon EOS Rebel T7 DSLR camera double zoom lens kit. This package shifts away from mirrorless systems and steps squarely into the traditional, time-tested world of digital single-lens reflex photography. If you are a student or a hobbyist who wants to learn the fundamental rules of photography using a real, mechanical camera body, this double zoom kit is a goldmine. It features a large 24.1 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor that delivers that classic, rich Canon color science, with beautiful skin tones and organic background blur. Because this is a true DSLR, you get an optical viewfinder that lets you see directly through the physical glass of the lens with zero digital lag. The massive value hook here is the included dual lens setup. You get a versatile EFS 18-55mm lens for wide-angle landscapes and daily vlogs, plus a massive EF 75-300mm telephoto zoom lens that allows you to capture crisp, distant wildlife or sports action from hundreds of feet away. But here is the catch that trips up a lot of modern content creators. The Rebel T7 is built with a strictly traditional mindset. It features a completely fixed rear LCD screen that does not tilt, rotate, or flip around to face you. If your primary goal is solo vlogging or framing up talking head YouTube videos by yourself, you will be filming completely blind unless you plug in an external monitor. Furthermore, its video capabilities are locked to standard Full HD 1080p, completely omitting the ultra-sharp 4K resolution options found on modern mirrorless rivals. A common amateur mistake with this kit is using the heavy 75-300mm telephoto lens in low-light indoor gymnasiums without a tripod, which results in blurry images due to the lens's narrow aperture. Compared to an old competitor like the Nikon D3500, the Canon Rebel T7 wins big on workflow convenience, thanks to its built-in Wi-Fi for beaming photos straight to your phone. If you want an authentic, durable camera system to master physical interchangeable lenses, manual exposure controls, and stunning daylight photography, this Canon kit remains an exceptional educational platform. Moving on to the Nikon D7500 DSLR camera body paired with the premium AFS-DX Nikkor 18-140mm f3.5 to 5.6G ED VR lens. This system is a massive step up, engineered specifically for serious enthusiast photographers and wildlife shooters who demand rugged, near-professional performance in an incredibly durable package. The D7500 inherits its high-speed 20.9-megapixel CMOS sensor directly from Nikon's professional sports cameras, allowing it to blast through continuous action at a blazing 8 frames per second. It features an advanced 51-point autofocus system that locks onto erratic subjects like flying birds or sprinting athletes with absolute precision. The included 18-140mm lens features physical vibration reduction VR glass elements, giving you an all-in-one focal range that covers everything from wide sweeping landscapes to tight telephoto compression without ever swapping lenses in the field. However, do not ignore the physical reality of carrying a high-performance DSLR setup. Here is the catch. This camera body is built out of a heavily weather-sealed rugged composite chassis with a deep ergonomic grip. While it feels incredibly solid and can easily survive a rainstorm or dusty hiking trail, it is significantly bulkier and heavier than any mirrorless camera on our list. If you are looking for a lightweight, pocket-sized travel camera for casual sightseeing, this setup will quickly cause neck fatigue during long days of walking. Additionally, while it does feature uncropped 4K video recording and a helpful tilting touchscreen, its live view autofocus during video is contrast-based, meaning it will hunt back and forth slightly compared to the instantaneous phase detection tracking found on premium mirrorless bodies. When placed up against the Canon EOS 90D, the Nikon D7500 delivers vastly superior low-light noise control and high ISO dynamic range, making it a low-light champion. If you prioritize bulletproof build quality, extreme battery life, and high-speed action photography, the D7500 is an absolute beast. Coming in next is the Canon digital camera, which turns the focus back onto multifunctional lifestyle convenience for modern social media vloggers. Canon addresses the solo creator workflow by building an integrated dual-camera setup directly into the housing, featuring distinct front and rear-facing lenses. This completely eliminates the friction of turning the camera around or guessing your frame. Combined with a highly responsive physical touchscreen interface and built-in Wi-Fi connectivity, it allows you to instantly dial in your adjustments, capture sharp 4K video or 64-megapixel stills, and transfer the files to your smartphone gallery in seconds. It also boasts a massive 3000 mAh internal rechargeable battery, which gives it a substantial power advantage over most budget competitors that rely on tiny, low-capacity cells. But keep your expectations grounded when it comes to the internal processing audio parameters. Here is the catch. While the dual-camera architecture and large battery capacity make it an exceptionally fun and fluid daily vlogging tool, the built-in microphone capsule is tuned primarily for close-up talking head videos. If you attempt to use this camera to record a loud outdoor street festival, windy environmental landscapes, or live musical instruments, the audio feed can compress heavily and sound slightly tinny. A major user mistake with the Canon is failing to utilize the included physical lens hood during high-glare noon sessions, which can cause ambient sunlight to wash out the rich colors of the 64-megapixel sensor. When compared directly to the APEC 4K camera, the Canon completely dominates on interactive touchscreen responsiveness and raw battery stamina, whereas the APEC maintains a more traditional, old-school button layout. If you want a modern, smartphone-centric camera experience with dual-lens versatility and long-lasting recording times, the Canon is an incredibly compelling option. Next on the list is the Kodak PixPro Astro Zoom AZ528. And this device bridges the gap between compact cameras and interchangeable systems by introducing a staggering 52x physical optical zoom lens. If you are a travel enthusiast, cruise ship passenger, or backyard birdwatcher who wants to pull distant mountain peaks, ships on the horizon, or wild animals right into your frame without spending thousands on giant telephoto lenses, this bridge camera is a phenomenal tool. Unlike budget digital zoom options that simply crop and degrade your pixels, Kodak utilizes real, multi-coated moving optical glass that ranges from a wide 24mm perspective all the way up to an insane super telephoto reach. It packs a 16-megapixel CMOS sensor, 6 frames per second burst shooting, built-in Wi-Fi connectivity, and a highly advanced optical image stabilization system that physically compensates for your hand movements at maximum focal lengths. But let's be completely transparent about the trade-offs of an ultra-zoom bridge system. Here is the catch. To achieve that massive 52x optical reach within an affordable all-in-one body, Kodak utilizes a relatively small 1/2.3-inch sensor size. During bright, clear daylight hours, this sensor performs beautifully, delivering crisp, colorful images with incredible reach. However, the moment twilight hits, or you transition indoors into dim ambient lighting, the small sensor will struggle to gather enough light photons. This leads to a fast onset of digital shadow noise and forces the camera to drop its shutter speed, which can cause motion blur if your subject moves quickly. A common beginner mistake with the AZ528 is trying to shoot at full 52x zoom in the evening without utilizing a solid tripod or monopod, which inevitably results in a blurry frame due to the extreme focal magnification. Compared directly to high-end super zooms like the Canon PowerShot SX70HS, the Kodak AZ528 offers a vastly more affordable entry point into long-range photography. If you want massive, unmatched optical reach for daytime travel and wildlife tracking, without hauling a heavy bag of lenses, the Astro Zoom is a fantastic companion. To round out our list at the absolute pinnacle of premium hybrid engineering, we have the magnificent Sony Alpha 7 IV full-frame mirrorless camera. If you are a serious content creator, professional videographer, or commercial photographer whose business demands flawless, elite-tier image quality, this is the ultimate creative weapon. Sony pairs this cinematic body with a highly adaptive 28-70mm zoom lens, giving you an immediate launchpad into professional E-mount glass. It utilizes a state-of-the-art 33-megapixel full-frame Exmor-R back-illuminated sensor that delivers breathtaking dynamic range, unmatched low-light performance, and incredibly rich color depth. Video shooters get access to broadcast-ready 4K recording up to 60 frames per second, backed by Sony's world-class real-time AI subject tracking autofocus that locks onto human, animal, or bird eyes instantly and never lets go. With a fully articulating touchscreen display and class-leading 5-axis in-body stabilization, it is designed to handle elite film production effortlessly. But you cannot ignore the steep financial commitment and technical baseline required for a flagship tool like this. Here is the catch. The Alpha 7 IV outputs massive, data-dense professional video codecs and high-resolution RAW files. To actually utilize this camera to its maximum potential, you must invest in high-speed, premium memory cards and own a powerful modern computer workstation that can handle editing multi-stream 4K footage without lagging. A critical user mistake is buying a professional body like this and shooting exclusively in compressed JPEG formats, which completely throws away the massive latitude and shadow recovery details hidden inside the camera's raw data. When compared directly to the Canon EOS R6 Mark II, the Sony Alpha 7 IV provides a significantly higher resolution 33-megapixel canvas for detailed large-format printing and post-production cropping, alongside a massive universe of affordable third-party lenses. If you are ready to turning your content creation workflow into a full-time professional career, the Sony Alpha 7 IV is an investment that will pay dividends for years to come. Thanks for watching our top 8 best compact cameras for travel that fit in your pocket and shoot like a DSLR. We hope this guide helped you find the perfect travel companion for your adventures. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more camera reviews and buying guides. Let us know your favorite pick in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.